Hello, Chris here. Real Ellen 140. Showing off my new socks. Marks and Spencer's. Can't recommend highly enough. Today, flat cap time again. Get your gums around that. Looking at a beer from the Worthington brewery. Now Worthington, let's take this off, it's a bit warm. Worthington, big brewery. Third most popular brewer in the country, I think, in the UK, and the biggest one in Wales, most popular in Wales. However, I'm not having a can of Worthington because it's not my style. What I'm having is something from. They opened up a microbrewery because Moulson Coors own Worthington now, but they opened up a microbrewery in 2010, cost them £1 million, and they've started making a few different bits and pieces. Now I've got William Worthington's White Shield. Camera says Real Ale. It's got its little fancy sticker there. It's won a gold medal from Camera, and there's one more award it's had, I think. It did say somewhere. Maybe I've lost it. There we are, gold medal winner 2003 International Beer Competition and champion bottled beer Britain 2006. Now it does say you can lay this down for up to 3 years. This bottle's 18 months old, so well, be interesting to see that mid-range on the year. Nice little bottle cap with a white shield. Big stabby knife thing on a white shield. Don't know what that means. If any you know, put them in the comments down there. Let's open it up. There's very little in the way of smoke. Oh, a bit smoky there. Hook the finger in. There we go. So let's have a pour. Comes in at 5.6% this one. Be interesting to see what they have done with it, given it that Moulson Coors own it, and I had something the other day, the Asahi from a big brewery. Put with a steady hand, leave the last bit there. They do recommend to leave it alone, the yeast in that.
That looks really nice.
It's a feisty dual yeast. Not overly feisty. What we got? You should be able to pick up a bit of the fizz in there. Small one finger head maybe. Fine bubbles. A few bits and pieces floating around in there. Nothing that scares me, frankly. I'm not scared of a bit of stuff in beer. It's okay. What else does the bottle tell us? This is their IPA. Sorry, I should have told you that at the beginning. I've got a whole box of IPA, so you'll probably see a number of those popping up on here in the next few weeks. Serve at 11 to 13 degrees. Allowed to settle for 12 hours. Done all of that. Owned by Moulson Coors. Doesn't actually say on the bottle that it's from their microbrewery, but the camera thing on the neck should give that away. So let's get my nose in there. It almost smells quite dark. I mean, you can see that's an orangey red, darker than Lucozade. Not as dark as a ruby beer. It's amberish, quite dark for an IPA, I'd suggest. Now, I've just had a Samuel Smith's IPA as a freshener upper after work. This smells like it might be in a similar vein. It's a bit further south. It's from Burton-upon-Trent, so it should be good water in this. I can't say much more than that. It's like ting of malt, slight hit of citrus in there maybe. I'm just gonna drink some and tell you what it's like. How's that? Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Where you can't see any real movement in that beer, it's actually really quite busy on the fizz. Very fast moving bubbles actually. I don't know if you can pick those up on the camera. But they whiz around your mouth. Oh, excuse me, very quickly. Actually looking at the top of the beer now, you can see them pricking the top, left, right and centre. Really going for it. You've got a slight snap, crackle and pop thing going on there as well. You can only pick that up with your ears though, not so much with your mouth. Try it again. Okay. So what you're getting here, again, I hesitate to use the term old-fashioned. It's not old-fashioned, it's a style. It's it's not your hoppy IPA, it's a traditional English IPA. But it's at the lower end of the hops, in terms of how much bitterness is coming out of it. The bitterness doesn't really... The bitterness is right at the end. If you just leave some of that drink at the back of your mouth, just leave that on your tongue, you really pick that up there. And it is actually quite bitter. You know, if you had a bitterness rating, it's creating a bitterness from quite a benign kind of flavour almost. It's great. It's really quite refreshing. If it wasn't for the fizz, I think I would probably drink this a bit quicker, and that might be dangerous at 5.5%. Excuse me. Let's drink a little touch more. Move it around. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. Knowing Worthington's exists, owned by Moulson Coors in a mass-produced, huge kind of endless cans in your supermarket, I wasn't expecting an awful lot. This is a decent, refreshing pint. It's good. I like it. Excuse me. Doesn't blow me away, but beer that doesn't necessarily need to do that. It's it's a good one if you've got time for a couple, maybe 2, 3 in the pub. Get one of these in. Give it a go. See what you like, and let me know what you think of it. In like I said, in the comments, and they're down there. You have to type words in the box. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for joining me. Cheers.